Hey everyone, Slothcakes here and welcome back to some more MBON. Now today we're going to be covering and breaking down the 1500 cost Kampfer. And let me just tell you guys, this guy is peak Xeon technology. From his look, his sleek design, having thrusters everywhere, and being armed to the teeth with guns, this guy looks so cool, and I wish we got a 2.0 master grade of him. Really love the Kampfer's design, how he appeared in the anime, and you know it is the holiday season soon, so why not give War in the Pocket a try? Takes place around Christmas and during it, I believe, so you know it counts as a Christmas movie, kinda like Die Hard, and Endless Waltz. But anyways, let's get into it. Kampfer is a very strong 150 cost, considered one of the best in the game or in the top 5, and by the end of this video you'll understand why. His kit is very explosive, literally and metaphorically. He has some strong tools with him and he becomes an absolute monster in shooting bursts. However, there's two important things you gotta know. First is his entire kit is ballistic rounds, meaning that beam weapons will destroy through everything he shoots. However, on the plus side, things like the ABC mantle have no problem to you because you don't shoot any beam weapons. Second is HP. If you know the lore of the Kampfer or seen the anime or played any of the other games, the Kampfer usually is depicted with having low HP. However, in this game he actually has average HP for a 150 cost, which is nice. But anyways, let's get into it and talk about his main gun, the shotgun. Shotgun's not too complicated of a main gun. It has a few ranges to it. If you're very close, enough pellets will hit which will instantly knock down the enemy. Getting an instant knockdown from a single shot is really nice, so that's nice and favorable. However, it can also be used for a few other things. It's good for self-defense, being able to knock someone down with a single shot, always nice. And also, since each pellet counts as an individual shot, you can eat through super armor. Because each pellet counts as an individual shot, you'll proc all the hits on the armor, leading to the knockdown. Overall, nice to do up close. However, point blank is not your best range. You want to be a little bit farther. When you're a little farther, you're in stagger distance. To get a stagger, you need at least 4 pellets to connect. And from this, you're gonna get the stagger and you can do whatever the hell you want from this. Your safest and your most used option is shotgun shot, which will lead to a stagger, then into bazooka. Now, if you're too close, you can still do the bazooka just in case. If you're too far and don't get the stagger, the bazooka has excellent tracking, so there's a chance the bazooka will hit raw. This is your bread and butter, it's your most basic neutral tool, and I'm gonna explain why in a little bit because your bazooka is an amazing weapon. Going further than that to your max range, this is where less than 4 pellets will hit. Not your best range, you can still do your bazooka shot if you want. You're gonna need to shoot more than 1 shot to get the stagger. This is not a range you want to be at, however don't be too scared because your bazooka can still hit at this range. It's just not a range you want to use your shotgun at. Next weapon's an excellent tool to his, it's an absolutely beautiful weapon. It's his double giant bazooka. You input 5 AB or neutral AB and you fire double rockets. Each rocket counts as an individual projectile, meaning one can be destroyed and the other one will still go. 2 rockets hit, it will down the enemy. If 1 rocket hits, or pop them up, you can get a combo. Now it's an amazing weapon, has some great tracking and it's very important to its kit. You can combo off this, get the stagger with the shotgun, then AB. However, nice thing about it is you can input 4 or 6 or left or right AB to do a hop. This hop will go in that direction you input, but up adjacent. And it's an excellent mobility option. It keeps you moving, it can help you dodge, and it can fire rockets at a very weird angle towards the enemy. And with the great tracking, this could be used to lead the rockets as well. Overall, great tool and I love it so much. Overall, this is an excellent tool to his kit. Can be used outside your shotgun range, can be used within your shotgun range. It becomes even deadlier in shooting burst. And just to say, this is a great tool for neutral, for offense, to finishing combos. It's going to be one of your main weapons. Now, 4 and 6 AB is going to be your most used ones. You're going to be using them a majority of the time. Nice little thing about 5 AB or neutral AB, you can cancel it into your BC. But besides that, you're going to be going with 4 or 6. But anyways, let's move on to the next weapon. Final projectile in his kit is the Stormfast. He has 1 per clip, it reloads fairly fast, and what happens is it venues yourself so it stops you when you're shooting. It has no natural cancel route unless you're in shooting burst, so you gotta boost out to get the follow up. Now what happens is he fires it from the hip, It will go a set distance then detonate, or it'll detonate if it hits something. It will cause a flame stun. Each Stormfrost will cause this AoE, and if someone's caught in it, they'll get the flame stun. Now if they're caught in both of them, nothing will change, which is really nice, so it doesn't matter if they only get hit with one of them or in the right between both of them, which is good, unlike the bazookas. You can get a follow-up after it. Great damage is your 2B chain mine, or you can just do your bazooka. Not gonna be a highly used move because it venues yourself, but you gotta remember it's there. It's good for Oki, it can be used for self-defense if you're just trying to throw things at the enemy, and if they're at a distance, this could be your first tool for self-defense, then you can use your shotgun or bazooka. Either or, it leads to some good damage, but it has a very unique alternative fire when you shoot it out of your BC. But before that, let's go into his melee. So let me show you guys all of his melee. Just gonna be real quick. Damage and rotation will be shown on screen. Nothing to write home about. They're fairly simple moves. They get the job done. Now for his 2B, also known as his chain mine. This is one of his most powerful tools. It is very dangerous to get hit by, and it can easily turn the tide of battle. Now what happens is you run straight towards the enemy, you wrap him with the chain mine, doing very little damage, then it detonates, shooting the enemy straight up into the air and doing a majority of the damage. This move does a whole lot of damage, and it's very nice when it lands. I don't even need to show you all the ways it can be comboed into, because if you have the chance to, you're gonna try to combo this weapon. Just be careful because you can get knocked out of it, so you cannot throw it willy-nilly. Another thing about this weapon is its reload. It has ammo, it has one per clip, and you gotta manually reload it. When you manually reload it, the Kampfer will punch a truck, giving you 1+ ammo. Now another thing you gotta know is you can boost out of the truck punch reload animation, and if you get shot, you're not gonna get shot out of it. You're just gonna get shot, you're gonna still get your reload, however you're gonna take stupid damage, so I would recommend to avoid that. Also, the 2B ammo is consumed immediately when you press 2B, and another thing is make sure you know if you have ammo or not. You don't want to go for a combo then realize, oh, I don't have any 2B ammo, so you do the animation mid-combo and you get punished. Now time for his final move, and that's his BC. This is a special movement. You input it and you run straight at the enemy, dashing low, and it's a very great gap closer. It's very fast, however it does consume a good amount of boost, so be careful. If you input left or right, you'll go into that direction while approaching the enemy, and if you do this in green lock on, you'll just go whatever direction the Kampfer is facing, so this could be a good move to close the gap if you're far away. Now this move's not just a special movement, you can do a few things out of it. Now let's talk about the simple ones, and that's a melee. You can do all your melee out of it except for the chain mine and your running melee. Now the chain mine you can't do out of it, however you can easily do any melee then go straight for the chain mine, so that's not too bad. However, the real magic is under your main weapons. Your 3 weapons change when you do them out of your BC, and some of them are little changes while others are drastic important changes. So let's go over them. I'm going to try to cover this fairly quickly, so just hold on. Shotgun out of BC, fairly simple. It venues you, it does more damage, but if a single pellet hits, it will stagger the enemy. I don't really need to go into why this is such a good tool, it's absolutely amazing. Just you gotta be careful because running straight towards the enemy, and if the enemy is not scared of you, can lead to some bad things. Rocket out of BC is your least used one. Nothing changes except it does less damage. It does 10 less damage and that's about it. Nothing really to talk about. You can cancel BC into your neutral AB, but that's about it. Finally is your Stormfrost. Stormfrost drastically changes. You hop up firing each Stormfrost individually. Each cause a flame stun. They both do the same amount of damage. If both hit, it's gonna knock down the enemy. Now, you want to be there if the first one hits so you can dash out of it and get the follow-up. Most important follow-up is if you have the time to, you want to go for your chain mine, which leads to a ton of damage. But other than that, the only thing you gotta know about this is you gotta be a little careful because you cannot immediately do this input. Everything else you can do immediate. With the Stormfrost, because it's BC, if you do BC into AC, you're gonna be hitting C twice, which is gonna count it as a dash. So you're just gonna dash forward. So you gotta have to wait a few frames. But besides that, all around, BC is a great tool. Now time for burst. His burst attack is considered one of the best in the game, and it's a bunch of rapid fire rocket launcher shots. He fires 13, and a very important thing you gotta know is each rocket shot has its own muzzle correction, meaning that it will aim towards the enemy with each rocket shot, so it has some excellent tracking. So even if you sidestep or cut tracking with the startup of the move, the Kampfer will still move towards you while firing. Well, he'll pivot towards you while firing. So if you want to dodge this move, you have to keep on moving, because these rockets are fast, these rockets have great tracking, and he fires a good amount of them. That being said, it's a great move if you land. You can land this move raw, you can combo out of it, or you can do it as a Hail Mary. Overall, very scary tool. Now there's something I have to talk about, and this move has a really dumb thing about it, which I don't actually know why. Now you're gonna see me right here, I'm just doing the burst special, nothing special, and you know, I'm gonna be doing it in the air, and you're like, okay, yeah, the Gundam is blocking all these rockets. Then you're gonna be like, wait a minute, the Gundam was blocking, so why did these rockets go through the block? And for some strange reason that I have no idea why, and maybe the gods don't even know, this can break your guard for some strange reason. So it could be the 3rd shot, it could be the 5th shot, it could be the 10th shot, it could be the 2nd shot. And if this happens, you're gonna be pissed. But if you're playing the Kampfer and this happens to you, you're gonna be clapping, because it's gonna do so much damage. Now, besides that, I highly recommend shooting burst. You get so many nice cancel routes. Just to show you guys a thing you can do, with this AB being 4-6 AB, you can cancel that into 4-6 AB. So just to show you guys a little thing, you can do shit like this. And that's not where it ends. At the end of it, you can free fall with your shotgun, and you can rapid fire the shotgun. So not only did you do all that, you're now free falling, covering yourself with literal hails of pellets. It's a very scary thing, and really shooting burst ends at your creativity. Do you want to rocket, Stormfrost, then shotgun? What do you want to do? You want to shotgun, free fall, shotgun again, burst special? It's all up to you in terms of your cancel routes. You gotta do something a little different just to keep the enemy on their toe. And that was the breakdown for the Kampfer. Great 150 cost that works amazing with shooting burst, but if you feel like it, you can use extend. It's best paired with 2,500 costs and lower. However, if you're playing with a 3,000 cost, you want to be a little careful so you don't overcost them. Just a few things you want to know: you don't want to rush straight into battle. You will get 2v1 and get obliterated, so it's not a good thing. And yes, I know that, you know, you can just spam everything and try to do your best, but you want to be somewhat in the back line, waiting to either get your stagger into chain mine, or to double bazooka someone in the side of the head or in the back. Overall, it's a strong suit that the enemy has to learn how to fight them, because if they make mistakes, they're gonna get chain mined. And getting a bazooka shot is an okay mistake, but once they get 2 chain mines as a punish, the enemy's either gonna be tilted, pissed, or realize that they're kinda screwed. And that's the great thing about this suit. He has an amazing punish game. You just gotta know how to use it. You don't want to be willy-nilly and throw things around. However, you want to be sure you can get the things like your rocket shots, your shotgun, and your chain mine. But with that being said, I hope I gave you guys all the tools you need to go into the field and be a great Kampfer. But like usual, here comes the outro. My name is Slothcakes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And like usual, hope you guys have a good one, and see you next time.
まだまだそこいらのやつには負けんさ。